Good day everybody, welcome back to the channel. So just a quick one today. I've brought myself down to the Gower Peninsula and I've just brought myself down to Rossilly Bay, which is an absolutely beautiful part of the Gower Peninsula. So I'm not sure if I'm going to hike over to Worm's Head. I've left it a little bit late. I think the tide it's kind of nearly fully out, so I need to be quick if I'm going to get over to the Worm's Head. I could at least do a little bit of it, I reckon. Sorry, my wig is all over the place because of the wind. Okay, so while I was having a little moan about my hair in the wind, I forgot to explain what Worm's Head actually is. Worm's Head is a tidal island, meaning it's only accessible by foot while the tide is out. It's a 4.5 mile walk to the outer head and back, and it's also the most westerly point of the Gower Peninsula. That's about it. Right, back to the video. So yeah, come and join me. There's a beautiful beach here. If you don't know Rossilly, a beautiful beach just beyond yonder. I'm going to check that out now before we head on. And we get wild horses here too on the little peninsula. It's absolutely stunning. Anyways, without further ado folks, let's go and check out this beach, shall we? Well folks, welcome to Rossilly. How stunning is that? I've been torn between doing a circle, a sand circle, or going for a hike to Worm's Head. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to Worm's Head first, see if I can do that, see if there's some lifeguards at the end and they'll tell me whether it's safe to get over there or not with the tide situation. If that's doable, we'll do that. If it's not, we'll come back, maybe do a sand circle down there. Given that the tide will be fully out, it should be a good time to actually do one. You can't do everything folks, that's the problem, but oh man, look at this, what a stunning day as well. Got these beautiful little knobbly kind of nibs that overlook the beach. Check that out, man. Ooh, my days. Wales, you are beautiful. So with these horses that we're just going to see now, let's go check them out. So I don't know if you can see there, there's a tiny little, well it's not tiny, quite a large cottage. The only house kind of on the beach here. You've got some up here with the town, with the little villages and some cafes and stuff, but yeah, as far as being on the beach, you've just got that one tiny little hut, and there's a little path that goes all the way down there. You can walk along there. So if we're feeling energetic later and doing a circle, that's the way we'll be heading. Hello, Mr. Horse. You're looking rather beautiful today. Give him a bit of a wide berth, shall we? Yeah, man. Shire horses. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Got loads of them here now. Many. Check them two out there. See them two? Got on a little nib there. They have got the view of the day. No wonder they stood up there, eh? Oof, man. Views for days. Very calm. Obviously they are used to the humans, so they're very placid. You've got all these ones here, man, they're just chilling. Oh, little baby one in the middle there. Once again, you got the two with the view of the day. Look at that. So you got a couple of young ones here, one there, and you got one proper chilling right there. Yeah, that's a real young one, very young indeed. This one's a little bit older. Oh, we've got a ginger one there, check him out. It's got like dreads. He's got 3 dreads on his side, beautiful. Yeah man, so if you like your horses, especially this breed, specifically, head to Rossilly. It's the place for you. And one on his little Todd here, look. Little loner. The black sheep of the family. anyways folks, I'm getting distracted by the horses and the beautiful beach. I need to get cracking. If I want to get up over onto this Worm's Head, I need to get going to step up the pace. Guys, this way. I'm going to divert from the main path. Too many people, so I'm heading this way, which is probably a bit harder but less busy. Well folks, I gained nothing from doing that. Just found the path again and I'm in the same position as I was before. So that's a waste of time. Anyways, it's quite a trek down. I can see the lifeguard, well the lifeguard I guess, the house down there. So we need to head to, and then over to Worm's Head, which you can just see in the distance there. So there we go, there's Worm's Head opening up nicely. I was hoping to get to the end, but I don't think we're going to do it. Let's see if we can get up onto that flat bit at least. And I'm not sure if you can see in the distance there, beyond this little peninsula, along the horizon basically, you've got the whole South Wales coast, well not the whole South Wales coast, but heading towards Pembrokeshire, heading west. You can see it as far as the eye can go down there. Beautiful. There we go, there's a little sunflower shop down there. I can see it beyond yonder. Can you see them cracking flags? Some horses there right by the camper van, but there's loads, hundreds of sunflowers in there folks, hundreds of them. We don't have time unfortunately, but if you want any sunflowers, this is your spot. That's your spot if you want some sunflowers. We're in September, so anytime you're in September, Rossilly, sunflowers. Anyway, that's where we're heading. So yeah, I've been here a couple of times before. The weather hasn't been as pleasant as this, to be honest with you though. It's very windy, but it's absolutely beautiful day. But no visit to South Wales would be the same without a visit to the Gower Peninsula, and specifically Rossilly Bay. It has to be done, you know. So that's why I'm here again. Why not? Anyways, without further ado folks, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. I'm not sure if I said there was hundreds of sunflowers before, but actually there's thousands of them. Massive field full of them there. Anyway, here's where the lifeguards are. There'll be tide times. Well, the Wi-Fi is not working here, that's why I can't find out online. But the women in the shop before believe it's on its way out, but coming back in soon. So could have done with being here a bit earlier, to be honest with you. So let's have a look.
We've got a big garden and it's quite big.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good.
Is it okay to go over to Worm's Head, do you think?
Yes, it is.
What time's the tide coming in?
Yeah, it's been open now a couple of hours.
So
Okay.
until you got to 10 to 3.
Average sort of pace, we always say from here to the top of the outer head,
Yeah.
about an hour and a half.
Okay.
Thereabouts.
And it's just one straight path basically, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Well, there we go folks, there we go. Lots of information given, very nice guys indeed. I do. This board, yeah? Cheers mate. Excellent mate, thank you so much. He's still giving me information, man. He's telling me to take a picture of the board here of the tide times. They're so helpful in these places, they really are. Anyway, the path heads down there. You got to go over these rocks here, all the way over. Then you can get up onto the top bit, and then you can continue. There's a little thing called Devil's Bridge. It's like a, you're not going to see it from here, but it's a little like a little natural rock bridge basically. And then you head over to the main peak, the main end peak. I forget the name of it, I'll put it on the screen now. But the thing is, he just said the view is just as good from the first bit as it is to the second, so we'll see how we go. We may just go to the first bit because for time, strapped. Anyway, let me take a photo of this. Well folks, it's 12:30 now and you have to be back on land by 10 to 3. That's what they're saying, safety measures. So we'll see how we go. We've basically just got a half the time we've got now, which is 12:30, 1, 2, 3, nearly 2.5 hours. So an hour and a quarter each way. And they say it takes about an hour and a half to do. So let's see how we go. But I'm just happy to get to that first bit, the flat bit. That bit. And another thing, folks, I've just remembered as I'm walking along, I twisted my ankle badly a couple of weeks ago, and it was just kind of healing. Well, felt like it was healing, and it went again a few days ago, maybe 5 days ago now, and that was painful, man. So I need to be very careful with what I'm doing, because some of the path is very not good for ankles. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take it very steady. So I'll see how I go. He also said a lot of the rocks might be quite slippery still, because the tide is, you know, the tide's not long gone out, so there could be some slippery rocks ahead. But you can just see people kind of clambering, making their own kind of way. I don't think there's an obvious path, so to speak. You kind of just head in that way. Let's go. Yeah, I really wanted to film a bit more in that lifeguard station because they were so nice, but I just felt a bit in their face with the camera, do you know what I mean? But yeah, the view that they had from their little spot then, and he did say that at the end of me then, he said, if you do get stuck on there, don't worry, we'll see you there, so don't stress, we'll notice you, with their big telescope. Loads of them, loads, all over the tops of these rocks here. Not so good for the ankle, this, you know. This ain't the best section for the old ankle. Like, oh my days, check this out. It's like millions. That area is covered, I kid you not, I kid you not. A beautiful little pool there as well. Anyways, let's get cracking. This is the problem when I'm on a time schedule. I get distracted and then time goes, basically. So we're looking back at the mainland. That's where we just were with the lifeguards, the very nice guys. We scrambled down here and we're just walking along this. Rossilly Beach in the distance there, lovely little boat hanging out. Worm's Head, looking at it from a different angle now. You can see how it's like quite a sheer kind of thing on the top there. Let's see what we're like with the heights thing, eh? Anyways, we're still plodding along these rocks. The ankle's doing all right so far. Some lovely little pools here. But there's all sorts of wildlife in there, folks. Teeming with little sea creatures. Well, folks, we're getting closer. We need to get up onto the bank there, and then you can see the little path going up the edge there to that point. Doing pretty well for time, actually, folks. Been ploughing through this, to be honest with you. It's been good practice for concentrating. I put the camera down for a little while there, obviously, but it's been really good practice for concentrating on looking for where your feet's going. So I've been focusing on that, obviously because of my ankle. I keep talking about the bloody ankle, don't I? But I do want to be really careful with it. Anyway, look at the different rocks here as well. Loads of kind of whitey rocks there. And you've got these darker ones, and they're like slithers. I don't know if you're going to pick it up with the light, but this is like a dark strip. This strip's a little bit lighter. There's obviously some reason for that, which I don't know. Anyways, that's rocks for you, folks. That's rocks for you. But let's continue. Put the camera down a minute again because I want to focus on my ankle. There we go. Welcome to Worm's Head. Before we set off on Worm's Head, let's just have a quick look back. That's where we've just been. There's the lifeguards probably looking at us. Let's give them a wave. Rossilly Beach. The next port of call. Vamos. Here's that path that we could see. That creeps up the back. And you can see someone at the top just there. So not such a big climb today, folks. Not such a big climb. I'm still a bit out of breath. Going too fast, guy. Going too fast again, lad. So we're going up, like we've just said, up this to get to the peak. But at the back of it as well, you've also got a path that runs along the bottom. So if you don't like heights, or you just want an easier hike around this thing, head on down there, and then you'll come out in the same spot. Come out in the same place, near the bridge, near the Devil's Bridge that I was talking about before. But we want the views, don't we, folks, eh? We want the views. Bear with the wind. Ooh, yeah. Beautiful, man, beautiful. Just in the distance you can see right at the end someone on the top of it. Let's see if we get there. So yes, you can see Devil's Bridge there now. Let me just zoom in on that for you. There we go. See Devil's Bridge just there? You got to cross that to get over to the end. And there's the other path down there. That's the path that you could follow along the bottom. A few people just chilling up here. There's someone there, someone there. Maybe this is a halfway spot. But it looks like you've got a bit of a scramble down here. I can just see some people here. You've got to scramble over some of the rocks there to get over to that. And then it's a bit of a scramble after the bridge as well to get up to the top. Okay folks, this is where the scramble begins. One of the harder sections by the looks of it. A lot of people just stayed back here because it's a bit of a scramble, so I'm going to have to put the camera down because of my ankle. I've got to. We're about halfway. Boat zooming past, could have done with him actually, drop us off at the end. But yeah, we're about halfway. Just come to the end, folks, the end of the scramble. Plain sailing from here. Oh, I'll tell you what folks, it's nice to have a bit of that under your feet. Yeah, a bit of a scramble that, to be fair. Plenty of points with a bit of a drop either side. If you're not into heights, just be aware of where you're going. There is other options, but you can go quite close to the edge of some small gorges, so to speak. Very small gorges, but there's the first peak from this perspective. We just scrambled down the side of it there, over all these rocks. So we're just coming up to the bridge now, folks. It looks better from a distance, to be honest with you. You can't really see it from here. You see the gap there? Let's just go off track a minute. Off track a minute, just to see if we can see the bridge from a better angle. And I think, folks, my decision was a good one. Let me just be careful with my footing as I'm filming for you guys. There you go. There's the bridge. A little bit easier to see. So just before you cross the bridge here, some beautiful views to be had. We're gonna head up there. Let's do it. I think we're okay for time. This one's still going, so all must be good. Anyway folks, now this is the point if you're not into heights, I guess. It's a sheer drop into the ocean on either side. I'm not into that. I'm not into that one bit, but I'm going to do it. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Don't look sideways, guys. Don't look sideways. Oop. There we go. Here we are, just reaching the Next little bit of a scramble here to get up onto the final peak. And I was just thinking, folks, to save a bit of time going back, we don't have to really climb the peak again. We can just go around the side, the leisurely route. That'll save a few minutes, which is always a good thing. And then we've done almost like a circular. Go one way, come back the other way. Anyway, this might be a camera down situation. Well, folks, that wasn't so bad. Little bit of a scramble, but nothing compared to the other one. Very minute. Now we've got a bit of a climb, I think. Yeah, nice little path along the side of it here. Beautiful! Wow, absolutely stunning. Nice little surprise for the day. I'm not gonna lie, folks, I was heading somewhere else first thing this morning, and then I was like, well, let's go to Rossilly. I'm so bloody glad I did now, honest to God. Anyway, this hike, I will warn you, means that there will be no circle at the end of the video, folks, because I'm not going to have time. I do have a bit of a deadline to get to my next destination, so this hike will be it. Sorry to let you down on that front, but there will be more circles coming soon, I'm pretty sure of that. Anyway, I need to concentrate because I'm getting quite close to the edge here. Don't look down. Don't look down. I think that's the path there, but it looks like right close to the edge there, man. That can't be it. Do you have to scramble up the side there, I guess? I guess so. Alright, folks, you have to climb that little bit I was talking about. I do remember him saying there's a bit of a scramble at the top and you have to come the same way down, so that is it. Anyway, we are at the top on our own of Worm's Head. As far as you can get, folks, as far as you can get. Whew. Feels nice being here on your own, I'll tell you that. I thought it was going to be busy. A few fishermen down there, a couple of fishing boats on there. But yeah, man, I made it. I made it to Worm's Head. I tried to do this a couple of years ago. Like I said before, left it too late for the tide, so I didn't get to do it. Today did it off the cuff. No plan to do this, folks. No excuses for not getting out there. In case you didn't hear that, because of the wind. No excuses for not getting out there. Unless you have a disability or something wrong that is stopping you from physically going out. Get out into nature, man. Seriously. Look at this. Well, I'm gonna have a little snack, a little cup of tea, and then head back before the tide comes in, folks. I need to get back. Okay, well, I lied when I said I was right at the end. This is right at the end. I could go there, I guess, couldn't I? There's a few people put some stones there, but nah, I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, folks, snack hard, drink hard, time to hike back. No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. Look at that, man. My car is all the way over there. Whoop. A well-deserved cup of tea when I get back, eh? Anyways, camera down, I gotta get down that bloody thing again now. Well, there's still people coming. There's one guy coming here, which makes me feel better because I won't be the last one on the island. It's always nice to know there's someone coming doing it after you, you know, because yeah, you don't want to be the last one caught out, basically. Anyway, heading back down, folks. These are the views I'll be taking in for the next half an hour or so. Oof. Don't push push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Ha 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 ha. Ain't funny, folks. Bit of a drop, that. Well, there we go, folks. Worm's Head. Done and dusted. That did me, I did it in an hour and a half. The guy in the lifeguard said he did it in an hour. He did an hour there and back, 2 hours. So I've just done it in an hour and a half. So I might pay him a little visit before we leave, just to rub it in a little bit. See what he's got to say, hey? Anyway, but yeah, folks, I think a leisurely stroll, 2.5 hours maybe, depending on your fitness levels. Nothing was too strenuous really. This is the hardest bit now, getting back up here. Anyway, folks, let's crack on. Hour and a half. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, you weren't going very fast then.
Well, there we go, folks, there we go. That man was very pleasant indeed. And what he did tell me was, I got it wrong. He went there and back in an hour. That's hard going, that. Mind you, I was stopping to film and all of that jazz. So at a push, that could be done. Maybe that can be my next task when I come here. But it just seems too rushed when there's so much beauty to be seen. Anyways, folks, this is the last leg. The car park up there. Coming up to the horses again. Rossilly Beach. Time for me to say goodbye. It's bloody wind. Anyways, till the next one, folks. Take care of yourselves. Have a little bit of fun.